Hey friends, Wesley from Bayside Davis. I want to read you a scripture from Philippians chapter 3, verse 13 this morning. Brothers and sisters, I do not consider myself yet to have taken hold of it, but one thing I do, forgetting what is behind and straining toward what is ahead. Years ago, when I was in graduate school, one of my professors said something that had a profound impact on me. This is etched into my soul. He said this: when we are preoccupied with our past, we are often paralyzed in the present. I heard that and I thought, that is brilliant, because our past has such an influence on our life. That influence can be positive, but that influence can also be negative. And Paul is sitting here and he didn't forget his past. It wasn't like he had some sort of amnesia. That's not the terminology he's using here, because Paul had a past that he wasn't excited about. He didn't want to add that to his spiritual resume because, as some of you know, Paul was saved out of denying Jesus and persecuting the church and trying to live a life of working himself toward God based on his good works. And he knew all of that was contrary to the gospel and the message and the way of Jesus. So he wasn't proud of his past. And he often would write and talk and teach about his past in order to just bring to the beautiful light the redemptive nature of Jesus in his life. And so Paul was using this term forgetting to say, not that literally I forget about my past, but my past no longer has a controlling negative influence on my life. When I think of our relationship with the past, I think there's three orientations of influence that our past can have on us. Number one, our past can teach us. We can learn from our past. We can grow. We can deepen. We can be changed. Number two, our past can paralyze us. We literally can be immobilized from any hopeful forward movement in our present and future because of an unhealthy relationship with our past. And number three, our past can shame us. We can think, I wish I wouldn't have done that. I can't believe I made those decisions. There are things in my life that I deeply regret. And all of a sudden, if that becomes the dominant voice in our soul, we have this narrative that I'm not good enough to serve Jesus. God must not love me. I'm no good. I'm bad. And we think all of these negative things about our life and our value based on the narrative of shame. But here's the reality. When we think of our past should be viewed in terms of the redemptive power of Jesus in our life. That just like Paul, we have things in our past that we're not proud of, that we would rather just bury. But here's the beautiful thing. We can bring those things out in the light so that we can move forward in a healthy way in the future. So I want to give you three questions. As you're thinking about how you can be free to live and thrive and flourish in your present and future and have a healthy relationship with your past. So think about these this week. Number one, how can my past be a catalyst for growth? What can I learn so that I can move forward in a healthy way? Failure is normal. Imperfection is normal. People sin. All human beings sin. And our past can be a beautiful redemptive teacher for our present and future. Number two, how is my past holding me back from having a flourishing future? What do I need to process? What do I need to forgive? What do I need to heal from? What do I need to reframe so that I can move forward in a thriving, healthy, flourishing future? And then number three, how is my past communicating internal shame? And when I think about this, here's my thoughts. What do I need to trust about God's love? What do I need to trust about God's forgiveness? What do I need to trust about God's grace? What do I need to trust about the reality of redemption, that God can take things that we were ashamed of and regretted and change us into the people we were supposed to become for a hopeful future. My past does not define me as a follower of Jesus and as a human being created in the image of God. And your past does not define you as a follower of Jesus and a person created in the image of God. And I just want you to center your heart on the person and work of Jesus, because the cross communicates to us, no matter what we've done in our past, no matter where we've been in our past, we have the love and grace and redemption of God through Jesus Christ. Bury that thought in your heart. Think about that often. And share this with somebody that you may know that needs a little bit of hope as they are processing their past today. So much love for you, praying for you guys today, and I'll be on another one of these soon. Much love.